I'm asked to speak about how I got here and the skills that I've learnt over the years that I've been working, I would say that every role has led me to where I am today. I did an agricultural economics degree, so I had to do 18 weeks prac work, and I learnt a lot about personal toughness and resilience in working out at the back of Scone or Ningen and driving big tractors, and it was very male-dominated degree that I did. I then worked at Bell South, a telecommunications organisation, as a graduate trainee, and that taught me some amazing skills. It was really great, just 3 months in each of the different departments like accounts receivable, accounts payable, sales and so on. I was then incredibly lucky. I moved to the Canberra region to get married. I not only lived on a property, a winery that my husband and I had, but I worked at Mallison Stephen Jakes, which is now known as Kingwood Mallisons, for 8 years. And the skills I learned at Mallisons were fantastic. I wasn't a lawyer, obviously, but I learned some really, really great skills. But at the same time, I had the challenges of living on a farm in the middle of a drought, whilst raising 3 children and working. And so people now say to me, oh, you do all these different things in Sydney. I'm like, you have no idea, because when I was living in Canberra, we were so busy because we had 400 acres, 50 under vine and a 180-seat restaurant. So you want to know busy? I had 3 kids under 5 and I was working full time. That was busy. We used to hold big events as well, like Opera by George and Day on the Green. And then from Mallisons had strong relationship with the Property Council, and so when Jen Koenig left the Property Council in the ACT to move to the Property Council in Victoria, I took the role of Executive Director of the Property Council on, and I immediately showed interest in sustainability, because going back to my uni days, my thesis at university was a cost-benefit analysis of a land care project out at Narromine. And at the time, the professors said, oh, land care will never, no one's interested in sustainability in farming, and land care will never get off the ground, and which has been proven incorrect. And that early interest at university really came to fore when I was at the Property Council, and I was lucky to be the Executive Director for Sustainability at the Property Council. Remembering I started at the Property Council the same year that the Green Building Council was established. And so I went on secondment to the Green Building Council and to do their advocacy in Canberra, and then moved from the Property Council to the Green Building Council to write the dollars and cents of green building. And then in early 2006 became the CEO of the Green Building Council. So, and I don't just think it's my roles and my career that has led me to where I am. I think another element has been incredibly important, and that's my community engagement. My husband and I and our kids are incredibly focused on the value and what we give back to the community. And so I've consistently in my whole career been involved in a number of community committees, community boards. I'm a president of our local surf club, as I have been for the last 6 years, and I'm an active lifesaver and patrol captain of my patrol. And our view is we're very lucky. I wouldn't say privileged, but we're very lucky, and it's important that we give back to the community. And when you look at it, I think a lot of that community work has shaped me. I work with very different people from across the board. I've had to deal with some incredibly stressful situations, life-saving, that have been sad, challenging, scary, and it gives you a learning and a resilience. And I look at the kids, the lifesavers today coming through, and I'm like, they're going to be right. They'll be right in the world because of the stuff that they've had to deal with.